Well, hello and welcome back. My name is Holiday Doc, and we've got a great bunch of topics on this video for you today. Starting it off, we've got NB Reckless bringing us to this gameplay Arcade and CTF with Team New Breed, no longer affiliated with UMG, as you may not have caught on Twitter. UMG is restructuring. Hopefully they pick up New Breed again as a sponsored team, but until then we do not know. But lots of things to talk about, short amount of time. First on the docket is Black Ops 2 League play. This is something that I wanted to really in-depth break down for everybody, but I just don't have the time or the facts to back up a lot of the things I want to say. However, I do have some things that are going to either make or break this league play. One, host booters could potentially ruin this system altogether. If you're familiar with game battles, you understand that the ladder play can be quite frustrating, simply because a good team will not always have a perfect record if they win every game. You run into players that will basically boot you offline via their nerd fucking hacking or whatever they do. I don't even know how it works, to be quite honest. I know they basically attack your router till your router shuts off or your modem shuts off. It's fucking gay. Grow a pair, man up, play the game, enjoy it for what it is. It's just so stupid. Also, pub players, and mainly YouTubers. How are these guys going to react when they see a league play? I think a big portion of the community is going to be very interested in seeing how these popular YouTubers stack up. I know I've been on the crosshairs of a lot of YouTubers before for calling them out for being pretty fucking dookie at the game. Let's be honest here. You know, most YouTubers can't hang with the competitive community. There's a lot of reasons why, but it's some of them just don't enjoy it, and I fully respect that. A lot of guys create content simply for entertainment reasons. I respect that as well. But a lot of these, not a lot, but there are a few YouTubers out there that are constantly criticizing our community, and I'm gonna fire some shots back. Number one, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that go into games simply to get gameplay footage. They will join a game. They will leave if they die more than twice, or even once. If they feel that the skill level in the room is too high, they will leave. So with this league play, what's going to happen to them when they're constantly being put into a lobby with roughly the same skill set as their own? How is it going to work? How is it even going to rank them if they consistently leave games? Is that going to put them into a lower bracket so they can manipulate the system and play against lesser players? All things to think about. I'm really curious to see how it comes out, but there's just so much speculating. That's kind of why I didn't really want to go into a bunch of Black Ops 2 videos. This is what's going to be in it, this not, because we don't really know. Yes, a lot of players got to play it at Gamescom in Germany. Totally jealous, by the way. Vonderhaar did a fantastic job of producing some of the best content, online content we've seen since Black Ops originally came out, and I know a lot of people are just totally creaming over this game, can't wait to get it in their hands and start with the competitive arena and get the ball rolling. But next thing I want to talk about with Black Ops 2, I know I just said I didn't want to talk about it, but this is another big topic that we already know everything, well, not everything about it, but we know pretty much what's going to involve, is the showcaster option or the spectator options for this game. Now, to me, this is going to involve a whole new group of people that are going to try and be the next showcaster. And even when I was the showcaster for MLG, I got tons of criticism, tons and tons and tons. And that's just going with our community, right? You know, it seems like everybody's mentality is, well, they come into the game, well, anything you can do, I could do better. And nobody ever wants to give praise for anything. Nobody realizes how difficult that gig really is. I've explained this a couple times, but for those of you who are new or maybe have forgotten, being an MLG commentator is very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Saturdays are the toughest day by far. From 10 a.m. you're working until 12:30 at night. 14 hours a day. You're going to try and showcast. How many of those games are going to be repeats? For instance, if we were showcasting on Arcade and CTF, and that was a rotation map that we were watching throughout the entire day, how many times do you think that same map and game type would come out or on the screen? Do you think you would truly have something new and innovative every single time you watch that play to give to the audience? No, you're gonna sound repetitive, and it's very difficult. You also have producers in your ear telling you what to do. You have interviews in your ear. Everybody's talking. You got to scramble. It seems like you're scrambling a lot. And there was a couple times where I'd be showcasing a match, and we'd be almost ready to go back to camera. So the makeup lady would come over. She'd be working on my face, trying to make me look hot, and I'd still have to continue the conversation. So there's so many different things that you have to worry about when you're a professional commentator. But I think that this new system is going to bring a lot of new people out there. Everybody's going to want to be the next Fwiz or the new Fwiz or the new Hastro. First of all, those two guys are impossible to place. That's probably the best and will be the hardest combo to ever try and beat in as far as commentator matchups. I don't even think he could, right? Fwiz just brings the fucking energy every time he's commentating. He's there, he's pumped up, he's hyped. I love it. Absolutely loved it. And I wish I had more time, maybe get some mentoring from him before taking the gig at MLG, but I never did. I came into it kind of half-assed. You know, I had a whole different style than I am now. I was laid back, hey guys, yeah, you know, he's just going over here. I was just trying to explain way too much. I wasn't having a lot of fun with it. If I were to go back now, I'd try to be like Fwiz, because the Fwiz style works. Everybody wants to see excitement. They don't want to be, written or have an audio book in their ear explaining how the game fucking works. That's not how it is, but that's how we were directed to do it. So, everything's played back into perspective now. So, if you think that you could actually be a new shoutcaster, I truly 100% encourage you to try it. But, like this commentary, like all my commentaries, I'm a one-take guy. Most of the YouTubers you may watch probably take more than 5 tries. I've heard this personally. I know a lot of YouTubers that have to script out their work. I don't script anything. If it's on the top of my head, it's going to pop out. That's maybe why I sound so sporadic sometimes, but I think it works. I think people want to see real, they want to hear real, and it will allow you to work in the live arena of commentating a lot better. If you want to try it out, here's what I have for you. Find a random YouTube video, something you haven't seen before, and do one take shoutcasting it. One take, because that's all you got on live, right? And go record it, and then critique yourself. Go back and listen. How many times do you say, How many times do you repeat a word? How many times do you get repetitive in explaining the exact same thing? Just go back and listen to yourself. It's a lot more difficult than you may realize, and I think that's going to be the hardest thing for people to overcome. I think the new Shoutcaster thing is fantastic. It allows a lot of players to use some really cool visual tools that was reserved mainly for the people with the ability to do so before, and high-end computers or just good computers to handle all the stream stuff before. But now with this new program built into the game, it's going to bring a whole new level of production value into everybody's stream. Not now. So now here we go, getting all mixed up again. Before, to get stream viewers, you had to be innovative. You always had to be on top of the new stuff. Like, when I first started streaming, I was the first Call of Duty player to use the green screen and incorporate it into the streams, incorporate it into my personal broadcasts. How fast did that catch on? Well, now we're starting to see a lot of it. We're starting to see a lot of floating heads. And, what was the next thing? Well, on-screen graphics. Everybody wants to be like the MLG production, where they're putting on scoreboards, custom name tags, nameplates, all that stuff. This is all going to be incorporated into the game now. So what is the next one-upper? That's something that has to be looked at, definitely thought about, and hopefully we'll see a vast amount of new ideas being put in place to keep Call of Duty competitive, not only in the viewership, production quality, but as well as the game itself. I'm truly excited for it. Vandahar, my hat's off to you. If I could have your man babies, I would. Trust me. You can cancel those stalking charges now. I won't come by your house. No, just kidding. Met the guy, super cool. Can't wait to hopefully meet up again at another MLG event. Hopefully for Black Ops 2. MLG kind of announced a super secret announcement for November 4th or something. Some console, something to do with console they were announcing. It's got to be Halo 4, Counter-Strike, or Black Ops 2. You guys can let me know what you think it's going to be. If If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, hit me up on Twitter at NBHolidayDoc. It's the best way to get a hold of me. If you don't know, I drive trucks all day, so it kind of gets boring. I like to reply, respond, and have conversations with my viewers. Hopefully we can have nice, informed debates on certain topics, which is always good. Everybody needs to be heard. But anyways, this has been another video by Holiday Doc and the New Breed team. Hopefully you click that like button, share it with your friends, and have a good day.